It is well known that Ripple is competing with Swift and that it will be supplanted by Ripple one day. But we now have evidence that Ripple and Swift are collaborating, which will lead to global acceptance of XRP. Today, we are going to dig up that evidence.
Do you have any evidence to support this conclusion, Mr. Finch?
Hello guys, and welcome back to the XRP Legend, where we fill in with XRP news. Watch till the end to find out how to double the money. Make sure to enable all your notifications to our channel to keep up with all the hottest secrets in the world of XRP. So guys, let us dangle our toes into the XRP world. Before we go any further, I'd like to say something. I am not a financial nor an investment advisor. This video is intended exclusively for educational and informational purposes. So if you'd like to invest, conduct your study or seek advice from an expert. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Morning, everyone. Let's get started.
We have a document from Identitii. It is an investor presentation from 2018 titled Intelligent Information Exchange, using blockchain to solve a $9 trillion problem for banks and corporations. Ripple and Swift are both named alongside each other in this publication. The market landscape is depicted here, and Swift and Ripple are mentioned as payment rails, along with ACH and RTGS. We can observe the APIs and applications identity. This is linked to the blockchain protocol. It then moves on to communications, which include Equinix, VPN, and proxy. It starts with communications and then moves to the environment, which might be your Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, or Ali Cloud, and finally to the payment rails. It's not the first time we've seen Ripple and Swift coexist.
No, it is not.
The payment rail should be enhanced. We have previously stated that Swift will be phased out and replaced with Ripple. However, Swift and Ripple may both function together for settlement, and in this way, Swift will remain since, while orthodox, it is a significant investment. Without a doubt, XRP is a unique currency that provides the fastest transactions, whereas Swift takes days. Therefore, there is room for improvement. If we scroll down to the bottom of the paper, we'll find the competitive landscape slide. Swift and Ripple, two established and new networks, are working to improve payment rails.
Understood, sir. We are working on it.
Swift and Ripple are fighting for payments business, but Swift has a large lead. Transaction processing, payment tracking and tracing, and financial message networks are among the application cases. What makes Identitii unique? Identitii adds secure information and document sharing regarding the purpose and origin of payment to any payment rail. Identitii allows for end-to-end information sharing rather than just tracking and tracing. This is from 2018, and we can see that it has been in the works for quite some time.
That's working. Overtime.
On August 7, 2020, it was announced that digital banking giant Ibis Management Associates had joined together two major rivals, Ripple and Swift, on their new platform for the benefit of customers. The new platform was developed by Ibis Management Associates in collaboration with Ripple's UK-based partner Finastra. The Swiss route RippleNet adapter joins modern banks over a single highly secure connection. It is built on Swift and incorporates RippleNet. Swiss Route's founders believe that combining both technologies will provide their clients with more options and financial chances than using either RippleNet or Swift independently. Previously, the Swift behemoth contemplated integrating with Ripple, praising the great speed and low cost of customer transfers in Ripple's products. Swift, on the other hand, has declared no to an integration or partnership with Ripple.
No ma'am.
The Ripple blockchain company provides speedier options for sending money around the globe without pre-funding, which is a strategy used by many banks, making remittances and other transactions cheaper for customers. Now let's look at the paper from Identitii that proves the global implementation of XRP. But first, let's understand what Identitii is. According to its website, Identitii simplifies and automates financial crime compliance by making it easier to access and securely exchange the information required to execute financial crime due diligence internally and for regulators without the need to alter existing systems. They bridge the gap between the growing demand for more information on financial activities from regulators and clients and the aging technology systems that make it difficult to discover and communicate such information. The platform integrates with existing technological systems to provide a unified view of financial crime compliance data across systems, formats, and message types, allowing it to be securely shared internally or with counterparties.
The key thing is, our company's future is secure.
Financial institutions are obligated to report certain transactions to regulators all around the world in order to prevent financial crime. This includes AUSTRAC in Australia, which has imposed fines totaling $2 billion for non-compliance since 2018. Identitii was founded on the idea that AML/CTF compliance should be automated and simple. However, financial institutions are constructed on decades-old technology and continue to monitor compliance with spreadsheets. They created a cloud platform to assist financial institutions and regulators in saving time, simplifying reporting, and reducing risk. Another example is a recent document from Identitii by Australia. Let's go over the essential elements. The present invention relates to financial transactions and in particular to a method and a system for processing a financial transaction. Generally, it is difficult to keep track of the plurality of data during the financial transaction. Many settlement systems are characterized by effective one-way transmission of the plurality of data in any given financial transaction. For example, systems based on Swift messaging. Therefore, there remains, in the art, a need for improved methods and systems for processing a financial transaction which do not suffer from issues. Settlement is the subject of the next section.
Let's get down to business, shall we?
Settlement gateway of Payers Bank sends by way of non-limiting example XRP, the native currency of the Ripple protocol, to billers, Bank Gateway. Payers Bank Gateway notifies token database 1023 of receipt. Embodiments of the invention can be implemented utilizing the Ripple framework, protocol, and gateway, or more. In a particular form, the final settlement process can be enabled through a Ripple framework, thereby facilitating substantially real-time settlement across multiple institutions and multiple banks. Swift needs to be improved as a result of these developments, and the only way to do so is to adopt the Ripple protocol.
It is the only way.
This paper also includes some figures depicting a front flow diagram in accordance with the present invention. We can see Ripple just above the settlement box in this, and this is how the system will work. Soon after Identitii received patent approval from the US, John Raymond, CEO of Identitii, stated, "US patent approval is a huge milestone for Identitii because it helps safeguard our business from competitive threats and protects our strategy of building a connected ecosystem for financial information without replacing existing systems. There is also the potential to license the technology to other players, generating additional revenue." He also added, "We initially showcased this technology in 2016 through a proof of value with Swift and 7 global banks, after winning the InnoTribe Challenge on compliance at the Sibos Global Banking Conference. Today, the need for this technology has increased, validating our company strategy and vision for the future. We are excited about what this means for our business."
Very exciting for me.
Another article in News BTC was Ripple's partner Accenture writing a paper with Swift on CBDCs titled Exploring Central Bank Digital Currency. Why would a firm like this put out a document with Swift? Accenture is one of the Fortune Global 500 companies. Accenture, together with Ripple, BMW, Bosch, Blockchain Acceleration Foundation, and others, is a member of the Mobility Open Blockchain Initiative, MOBI. At least half of the world's central banks, according to the document, intend to create a CBDC. This movement was influenced by 3 major factors: the desire to minimize physical notes, counter the effect of private cryptocurrencies as a threat to fiat, and increase security across wholesale markets. According to the paper, 2 other reasons for the surge in interest in CBDCs are, as the paper states, the potential drive for financial inclusion for less developed countries and the ability to enable payment innovations. Accenture and Swift made 4 assumptions based on existing trends. First, CBDCs are likely to be issued by many central banks both locally and internationally. As a result, these assets have the potential to strengthen a new economy based on digital transactions. A decline in the supply of fiat money. A banking institution may be able to exert greater control over the liquidity in their financial system. Furthermore, The distribution of these types of assets may be subject to greater control by approved institutions.
As you know, your transactions will be monitored by Stockwatch.
To offer users with accounts, they may utilize tokens or digital wallets. The paper also claims that commercial banks might play a significant role in providing CBDCs to its clientele. These assets, on the other hand, will need to have two important features: infrastructure and interoperability for cross-border payments and other use cases. The research focuses on how SWIFT will help drive CBDCs. Ripple has been very active in this area. Now, let's have a look at the price. According to CoinMarketCap, the price of XRP on August 27 is $1.10 US, with a 24-hour trading volume of 4,822,755,730 dollars. In the last 24 hours, XRP has dropped 1.75%. CoinMarketCap now ranks number 6 with a live market cap of $51,201,088,205 dollars. It has a total circulation quantity of 100 billion XRP coins and a circulating supply of 46,513,604,835 XRP coins. So, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. What are your thoughts on XRP and SWIFT working collaboratively? Please share your thoughts in the comments box below. We'll see you again soon with a new video. Stay tuned until then.